in Steamboat Springs is maybe the loudest sound we've ever. This is not a drill. Big-time bike racing returns to Colorado's Queen City. Move to the outside of the barricade. It's go time, Steamboat! Well, we are...
It's hard to explain the energy that existed at the U.S. Pro Cycling Challenge. Here was an event that none of us had been to before. Virtually none of us had been to a bicycle race. Yet the entire community of Steamboat came out, visitors came from all over the place, and the best description I had of the whole thing was that this was a demonstration of just true civic pride from the residents of Steamboat. It was so exciting. It was such a great thing, whether you were a cycling fan or not. It was just one of the most exciting moments within Steamboat Springs history, and it was just great. This summer is exciting, and it's really the result of decades of work, and it's resulted in some really neat things that have taken place over this past year. Here we had Andy Schlecht in town for a week, you know, the preeminent road rider in the world, and he chose Steamboat to come and ride his bike and train for this great inaugural race throughout Colorado. And it was just amazing to see his impression of Steamboat and the riding that was available both on mountain bikes and road bikes, and it was just great.
It's a great place to be. I mean, I've never been in Colorado, and I have the chance to be here. Stay on a really nice place, and the chance to go fly fishing, mountain biking, and training at the same time. So,
the first I heard about Bike Town USA was when Grant came to me and just simply asked. He presented the idea and said, "Is this worth a conversation? Do you think people will be interested in this?" And I said, well yeah, it sure makes sense to me. It's amazing nobody's thought of it before. And from there, he kept asking people about it, and eventually talked to the groups that would be involved, and then formed what later became Bike Town USA, which was just a group of individuals and organizations that had an interest in biking.
I am at best a very average cyclist. I don't even own a road bike. I'm probably happiest sitting on a cruiser bike. But I certainly do have a passion for mountain biking, and a lot of this began when I took a trip to British Columbia and rode through British Columbia on a 7-day mountain bike race that was just eye-opening as to what could happen and what potential that our community has and where this could go. And that's where that started. What we see is that every child has an opportunity to ride their bike safely to school. We see an opportunity for people to ride their bikes as a real serious mode of transportation through the community. We see just a great place for people to enjoy a core trail that will go from here to, hate to say it. The reality is the vision of the core trail is supposed to go from Steamboat Springs to Dinosaur. That would be the vision, that something happens like that in 10 years. Imagine how incredible that would be, to have a bike path that goes from here to Dinosaur.
I think he always looks at things and thinks it can be a little bit done better, and that's the way he views this community, and it makes him great at what he does for work, and it makes him an asset to our community.